Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday night. You know what that means. It's the Unpopular Review NXT edition. NXT just went off the air. It was a brand new era, a colorful era too. You know, you have all these colors kind of remind you of like Sesame Street or of a kid who had a bunch of crayons and you're just so hyper and it was just coloring all over the place. But I'm one of your hosts for this evening. I'm Badguy Jack. I'm usually joined by the captain, but she is not here tonight. And say, hopefully you have a safe sailing, Captain. But with me tonight is... You know him. He's usually he has this special segment. It's what makes Willie steaming, and maybe he can tell us tonight what made him steaming. So let's bring him on in. Steaming Willie Beeman, one of the coolest guys I know. What's going on, brother?
Yo. What's going on, UPR universe? It's your man Steaming Willie Beeman. I'm on this special edition of NXT review with the guy with the prettiest hair in the land, man. Badguy Jack. You know, we definitely gonna give y'all a rundown and recap of NXT tonight, man. Let's get it popping.
Let's talk about it. I mean, why don't we start off with the look of NXT? It's a brand new look. It's a different they're out of the Capitol Wrestling Center. So now it's this whole new era. It's a whole new arena. I kind of digged it, you know. I mean, I kind of like because it still kind of felt like, and not just, you know, I'm not the guy who just likes everything, but I like it because it felt like it was still kind of indie. Like it was still kind of indie. It wasn't a whole lot of people, so it still felt like that indie, you know, small arenas. That's what I kind of liked about it. I think you wrote in the chat, you said some over the lines like it looked like a school gym, which I see that feeling, especially the way the seats were, how the seats are. So, and we have a few people out there. We have the executive consultant and the technician out there, along with some friends of the show who's out there, and can't wait to hear what they thought about it because it looked like the crowd was kind of lively, and I think that's what I like about it because when they were in the Capitol Center, it just wasn't the same. It just felt dead, you know. The whole thing felt dead. I mean, you had the glass, the banging on the glass. It just felt. It didn't feel like NXT. It was different. I kind of digged it. What did you think? What do you think about it, Steaming?
Well, first of all, I'm glad I didn't do no acid or no shrooms tonight watching the goddamn NXT All the Colors because I would have had a fucking trip. I'd have tripped out. It looked like it was fucking acid. It looked like it was a fucking somebody who does acid or shrooms came up with that idea.
Not a fan of the logo. Not a fan of the logo.
I felt like I was watching an episode of Hills, the show on Stars. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Oh, I gotta check that out. How is that?
Oh, Hills is a great fucking show.
Okay.
Like you can tell, it's some real wrestlers involved with the story, the writing, and just the overall feel. Because like you said, the indie scene, they gave you a feeling like it was on the indies, NXT, and it's basically about an indie promotion ran by two brothers. They father used on it, but you gotta watch it. It's real good. The guy from Arrow, he's the star.
Yeah.
And you got ex still a great James Harrison as a actor on it. He's playing a character on it. It's pretty fucking good. But anyway, the arena, like I said, it looked at like I said. I was watching the episode of Hills, to see without the boards and shit like that. Like we was at a fucking hockey game. That was good.
That's a good way of putting it, actually, because it do look like a hockey thing the way they had it before.
And I think they like I'm tired of hearing Wale's voice. Like even though he's DC's own, well, he's not from DC. He's from Montgomery County, but just I like keep hearing his voice. I'm a little bit tired of that. They could have let Josiah. They shouldn't have released Josiah. They could have had him do the new thing for NXT. But anyway, I guess you can see Vince kind of influence on it a little bit.
In what way though? I'm interested in hearing what way because I didn't feel that, but I'm interested in what because I might have missed it. But what made you feel like it was like, you know, Vince had his hands on it?
Basically not from none of the bookings of the match, just the whole setup. He wanted to give it a new revamp, and you know, I guess because since AEW's been kicking their ass, I think he wanted to just, you know, get out of that whole NXT is the third brand and get it more so back to the indie part. Like, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, they got their ears to the ground, you know what I'm saying, about what's going on the indie scene. And that's one of WWE's biggest things.
I don't think Vince so much. I think Triple H more of, and I think Triple H helps him out with that, because I don't think Vince, not to say he have no idea, but I don't think he's on it like how Triple H is,
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe that's why he's reverting back to, NXT being for the indie fans. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to make it as if it's a, third mega show, which is it was developmental. It was the NCAA.
It was like someone mentioned FCW. I do want to get into some of these chats real quick. Let's get into these chats before we break down into the very first match, what I thought was really interesting. We have Karan. He says NXT is dead. I don't think so. We got yo. Well, it was 3 yos.
What's up,
We got to add the mini yos. They said the new NXT felt like FCW. Interesting. I didn't think that Willie should be the new captain. Okay. Well, next week you could tell her that next week if you have.
She's too pretty. I mean, I'm pretty. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. You gotta have that confidence. What are you talking about? I'm gonna say, the brother's gotta stick up for his brother and be like, yo, you're a good looking dude, bro.
Oh, I'm so damn pretty, man. But Shay, the captain, when she be on, I'm glued because I just like to watch her smile. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah, she has a nice smile. We hope that you're watching, Captain, and smiling at this show. We got Anthony. What's going on, my friend? He said, "What up, Badguy? God bless you, bro." The arena looked pretty cool, to be honest. I like the colorway going around. It reminded me of this club that was next to my old job. LOL. On a side note, Top Dog need to change his gear. He looked like a big middle schooler in 2005. Definitely 2005. Because that was kind of the thing. Like, you would wear shorts underneath, like, long pants or long johns or something like that. But let's talk about this first match. I mean, let's talk about the beginning. I mean, we have a brand new challenger. What is going on?
What's up? I'm batting doubles tonight. Just was on UPRE. Great episode of UPRE, guys. Go check that out. I'm plugging UPRE right now. A great episode talking about Tarzan. If you guys have time to check that out, but I want to jump on to talk about NXT. It's Tuesday. It's NXT Tuesday nights.
It is Tuesday nights, and I got like 2 special guests tonight, and I'm glad that you guys came on, and I say thank you. If the captain was here, she would say thank you too. So I say that for the both of us. I'm glad you came. You came in just in time. We were talking about the beginning of the show. I wanted to talk about there was this opening promo, and they were talking about how this is a brand new era of NXT. You have Ciampa, Pete Dunne, Cal O'Reilly, LA Knight. They're all
I hate to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
My man, Steph Level, got the candle in the back, setting the arm. He about to set that damn sheet on fire that's in his window.
This ain't your house, Willie, with fire alarms and smoke alarms going off and shit. I would have sat there just been, we've been through this already, bro. Come on, Will.
He's about to set that damn hole. Is that a curtain? Or I hope that's curtain.
The table was a whole foot away from the curtain, Willie.
Okay.
You just trying to be funny. Like, come on, Will. God damn it, Will.
I'm just making sure, man. I didn't want you
trying to protect me.
I wanted to make sure there was no fire going on.
Yeah,
you guys were on fire with what was going on here. I did.
His whole goddamn window go up in flames.
He just cares about his little brother. He didn't want me to go on fire. Like, could you imagine my last episode of UPR is on Tuesday night? Could you imagine that burning up on a Tuesday?
What a way to go out! What a way to go out! Way to go out in flames, huh?
Absolutely not. I would rather go out in flames on a Friday night. Like, Willie's right.
On a Friday night? Oh yeah, sure. No, there's people that watch, but Friday night's off.
There's people that watch here too. I like it. I like the energy. You like the sunshine too. You're wearing the same color as Friday nights. You know that, right?
Oh no, I'm wearing the same color as Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's blue. Sonic is blue and also SmackDown. So just want to tell you. A little comparison.
I do want to mention that Sonic the Hedgehog came out first, but we're not here to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog or SmackDown, which you catch on Friday night, right after SmackDown go off the air, with my main man Steph right there, with the cool shirt right there. But let's talk about this beginning right here. LA Knight, he's interrupted by what's his name? Braun Breaker, who, as soon as I saw him, I said, that looked like Rick Steiner. It's funny, everyone seemed like they couldn't get the right Steiner, because I seen people say Scott Steiner. I seen Rick Steiner. I see Rick in him. I mean, I do when he was out there, there was something that made me feel like, yeah, this guy do remind me of Scott Steiner. You could tell he's a Steiner or related to the Steiners. He goes on, what was it, like an improv match, just LA Knight against Bronze Breaker. I said, oh, right. LA Knight, he has the match later tonight. He's in the Fatal 4-Way, so he has to get the win. He has to get the momentum. But surprisingly, they gave the win to Bron Breakker, who did not look bad. I thought he looked really good. I thought he looked he handled himself very well. I thought he was really good. Honestly, I thought he was really, really good. I even liked the finish where he lifted him up for a military press and then he slammed him. It's like old school Goldberg, like an old school Goldberg slam. You remember when he would military press you and then hit you in like a spine buster or whatever. So I was really impressed. But what did you guys think about him?
Really impressive. I think, like you said, that he's a Steiner. I think giving him the win is decisively saying we're going in a new direction with NXT. So I know LA Knight hasn't come in has come in pretty recently, but he's kind of the old guard at this point. So giving him the win, the much necessary win, kind of solidifies, all right, this guy is a problem. We have to look out for this dude. And I think that's what you want to do when a new person comes in. You don't want to bury them a la Karrion Kross or Monday Night Raw. You want to actually give them a decisive victory so that people start looking out for like, oh, this dude's a problem. I better not underestimate him. Or he had a really good match on Tuesday. I need to look out for this dude and just keep up with him, and that's how you become a star. So I think it was really good. I'm kind of going to be honest. I am not feeling the new colors of NXT, but
a lot of people on that.
The setup is pretty cool.
I didn't get to ask your opinion. What did you think about the setup? I apologize. I didn't get a chance to ask you that, but what did you think about the setup?
Oh, me?
Yes. Yes, you.
Oh no. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty inventive. It's kind of like, I believe Xavier Woods said this about pro wrestling a while ago. He said it's like Shakespeare in the Round. It's like everybody is facing a centralized ring, and it had more of a huge arena feel to it. In terms of like, we were just at MSG last Friday, so you kind of got that feel from it. Everybody's surrounding the ring. Everything just looks and feels like it's just going upward and outward. You know what I mean? So you could tell when they said it's going to have a Vince feel that he kind of wanted to give it that kind of big TV aesthetic, because anything that's a Vince McMahon branded thing, he goes big or he goes home. You know what I mean? So you could definitely see the influence of Vince in the setup of NXT. But yeah, it was great.
What did you think, Willie? What did you think about this opener, LA Knight against Bron Breakker?
Well, being as though I knew he was going to debut tonight anyway, I hate that they trying to get him away from the Steiner name because they feelings about Scat. It would have been dope to see him do a bark or something like his father, or even see him hit the Frankensteiner, because he actually looked built like his uncle, like a younger version of his uncle.
Yeah.
And he got his father face, but actually, he looked like Big Papa Pump with the goatee for real.
He did look like it with the goatee. No, he did.
He more and
more
he like just seeing his his build and everything, like he in the gym with his father and his uncle, I could tell, and he's very athletic. He knows his way around the ring. Like I said, it wouldn't have made sense to have him debut and then lose, like Stephane said. To see him get the win over LA Knight, who just came out of his feud with Cameron Grimes and was in the Fatal 4-Way later on that night. It just goes, like Stephane said, it just goes to show that they got some plans for him in the future.
I do want to point out. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish.
And it's just like I said, just for him to get the win. I expected that. Oh, excuse me. I expected that. I didn't expect anything really, too much other than that for him to get the win on his debut, especially from his lineage. He is second generation star. So
I would say that. That sounds about right.
So WWE big on their second and third generation stars. You know what I mean? That let them form their own name.
I did want to point out, you did mention something really intriguing. You were saying like you wish there was something that kind of reminded you of like the Steiners. If you listen to his theme, he kind of had the same siren like his uncle. Like there was a siren, and then there was sirens. Yeah, it was like sirens. That was as close as it got to me. But I thought that there was something else I wanted to mention. It slipped my mind. But I did want to say this. You guys were mentioning how much of a win, how important that was. It also showed too that we're in this whole new era of NXT. and he represents the new NXT. So
exactly.
I mean, that was a good call. Before we go into we got 5 more minutes before we go into commercial. Let's talk about matter of fact, let's get into some of these chats. Like these chats, I mean, I want to say thank you guys for spending your Tuesday nights with us. Thank you guys.
Make sure y'all liking, heart, and sharing this.
You heard the guy, yeah.
You know,
all that.
On Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Tell us why you like us. Tell us why you don't like us. Like this jerk right here who says Sonic stinks. No, your bro.
Wait. I can't agree with that because Sonic's one of my favorites, and I have a feeling I know who that asshole is. So
I should get a tissue and just jerk, just a whole total jerk.
Ron, I still remember the goddamn gold Sonic code for Sonic the Hedgehog too.
Good job. See, that's what I'm talking about. I was hoping for Dunn to win. Maybe he'll go after the champ now. Possibly. I thought he was going to actually win. Good evening, fellas. This is Mike Riggs. I'm excited about the wedding for Dexter and Indy. That was an excellent wedding indeed. But I'll take your word on it. We got a Mike who says yo. That's for you.
Yo, Mike.
One day I just want to make that a ringtone. It's just like someone text me yo. Badguy, good to see that Sky Blue will be getting signed soon, but she needs to prove herself. I'm not too sure who that is. It must be an Indies. I'm not too familiar with it, but good for her. Good for that she signed. Steiner's son has good genetics. Yeah, absolutely. We got
Mike, what's going on?
How's it going? It's going well, Mike. How are you doing? We got Imperium should be tag champs and face Lucha Bros, but it won't be possible now. Nope, it will not. We got a yep, and we got Steph. Who do you love more, Tom Brady or me? Okay, that's right.
Fucking Tom Brady all day, every fucking day. Tom Brady, never you.
We got LA Knight could be on SmackDown, easily on SmackDown. Yeah, he could be called up, fellas. My favorite moment from the wedding was Beth saving the wedding. That was the best part. Oh, you like? Well, I'm glad that you liked it. I'm glad that you liked it, Mike. I'm doing excellent stuff. He said he's doing excellent. That is great. So why don't we talk about this one quick match? I mean, it's not even much to. Am I echoing? Okay. Let's talk about this quick match right here. We have Imperium against. I guess his name is Briggs and. Was it Jetson? I'm sorry, I did not get these names quickly enough. I know Briggs, he's a big 6'8" dude. But I gotta just say inside, I mean, it's not much to really digest into, but Imperium gets the win. But Imperium came off like such a baby face to the audience. Like the audience was really behind them, really was cheering them. Anything Briggs and Jetson was doing, like they just kind of wasn't receptive to. But everything Imperium was doing, they were getting cheered. And I was like, wow, they're really getting cheered. I guess it's that the audience, their way of saying, like, I know it's supposed to be a new NXT, but I still like these guys. So I don't know. Do you guys have anything I want to add to this, or
Imperium's over? Imperium's over as shit. Like, let's just be honest. Imperium's over. They have been, whether they're heels, and now, like you said, they got a face reaction tonight. So it's a good sign that they're going to turn face soon. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a face Walter, you know what I mean, or a face Imperium. So definitely taking those characters and those gentlemen to a different direction. But I think, like you said, the old guard is still important. Like, given who won the NXT Championship tonight, the old guard still matters, and they're still popular within the fans that have filled out, the CWC. For most of the time, NXT's been there. So you know what I mean? So I think that's it, Definitely they're over, and I enjoyed seeing them get the win. And, people aren't familiar with the other gentlemen that you were talking about. I don't even know those two names, to be honest.
It's all good. They're new. They're relatively new. Like one of the guys.
Are they Diamond Mine, or are they Diamond Mine?
No. One guy is Jason Briggs, I believe. I might be wrong by the first name. But Briggs, he was in the breakout tournament. And he was the 6'8" gentleman. I mean, he's a big dude. He has a good look. So I'm kind of behind him with that. And I'm not a guy who goes for like height and everything, but there's something about him. I'm like, there could be something there. And the other guy, he's a very young man. He's 20 years old. Yeah. I sit here and go like, man, I remember when I was 20. I was like, good for you, young man, living your dream at 20. At 20, I was crying at my job, sitting there wondering what was my next meal. So good for you, young man. Good for you. Willie, I feel like you didn't get to say anything about this. Is there any input you want to add to this before we get ready to go on commercial break?
I just hated the whatever their names was against Imperium. I just hated the way they fucking trunks looked. I hated everything. Like they looked at like a fucking generic version of.
I love that.
I love Willie how he gets on and all he says is, "I hate it."
I love it. Like
we always say positive. Willie just like, no.
I was getting ready to say, you
I hate that.
The executive consultant right there when you already said, I hate, and I was like, oh, what do you hate?
No, Willie, what gets steaming beaming? Like what gets, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
We need it. I mean, absolutely. I don't know if it's Friday exclusive, but we might need it here on Tuesday.
The Tuesday night version. You want Tuesday now?
I'm gonna give y'all what makes beaming steaming at the end of the night about NXT because it was.
I don't even know if I have to it. But we're going to do that. But why don't you save that steaming, because we are going to do a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back after these commercial words. I said, oh no. And I don't know why, dude. So like, I pull references. I'm sorry, I pull pop culture references. But Team Taz remind me of fucking the Super Friends from the 1960s and the Legion of Doom. They always had a plan, and the shit never went their way. Like the guys didn't even have the fucking Joker. They had the Riddler. Who the fuck picks the Riddler over the Joker? So I already knew this team was a failure. So you have these guys, and Taz gets the bike. He says, "Don't you mention Team Taz? Don't you mention me?" You see Punk? I just said, I didn't even mention him.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about, Taz?
Yeah, I had to say it. I bust out laughing. I said, hashtag fire Taz. I get it now. Like before, I was like, okay, I get it, whatever. But he's like the fucking Legion of Doom. And you don't want to be them. That's all. Taz is all.
Oh my God.
The fucking Legion of Doom from the 60s suck. But, ladies and gentlemen, you know what don't suck? This NXT review. I'm the bad guy. He's the Steaming Willie Beeman and Steph. We're here to review NXT. We're looking into some of these chats real quick before we break down the next part of the show. We got Von Wager? Whatever. I know the dude. He came out.
Wagner.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That's why you're my tag team partner. That's why, like, you're. I was gonna say the Genetti. No one wants to be the Genetti. Like you're like.
I definitely don't want to be Genetti. I've been called Genetti already.
I know that's offensive. That's what I said. No, let me catch up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Steph, are you happy Brian Cage's wife is trying to get her husband's position to be pushed? No. I feel like what you can do in the ring should show. And if you're having somebody else literally coming and saying, "Oh, this dude is great," you're absolutely terrible. That's how I feel. Steph, I have respect for Johnny because he did the right thing. That the wedding will take place. What a moment in CWC Arena. We'll get to that. We're gonna get to the wedding. Don't worry, man.
We'll talk about the wedding. Stay tuned. We gotta break down things. It's not the wedding review. It's the NXT review. There's a whole lot of
easy
stuff. It's like onion. Do you ever saw Shrek? When he talked about layers. NXT haters right now crying and salty.
You gotta peel layers, bro.
And they said, "Oh, NXT died." Then Tuesday happened. Yeah, I mean, people exaggerate, man. Like, "Oh, look, NXT died." But like, how did it die? What made them? It seemed like it's fine to me.
I think anytime you say that, anytime you say that Vince is taking over something, you think it's gonna die a natural death, and that's not exactly true because Vince, regardless of what people think, he listens, he watches, and he wants things to do the best under him. You know, if it's a Vince McMahon product, he wants it to do the best. So why the hell would he want NXT to fail? He left Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Mike Bloom. All those guys are still in charge. Did I have a question? I'm
sorry. I was just. Who
was my favorite NXT superstar? That's a tough one. I'm not gonna tell you.
He's not gonna tell you. Zoe Starks resembling Jamie Hayes.
Absolutely freaking not.
That was the coolest person on right now. Well, you know who's not cool? You stink. But carry on.
You're right. I mean, Willie's pretty cool.
Like, that was so rude.
Pretty cool. I'll give it to you. He's pretty cool. Pretty cool dude.
Who?
Willie, I'm gonna give my brother his due.
This small guy. This guy who has to like use a step ladder to wash dishes. So anyway, Hit Rose out with Fab B. Fab B wanted to be known that not only she's a pretty face, but she got the quickest hands in the world. She had a match. Against this I'm sorry, I really could not get her name. I wasn't quick enough to get names. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, because it is hard to take notes and watch something and make a sandwich, which I didn't. But if I did, it would have been hard, especially with turkey and lettuce and Swiss cheese, because American cheese is so overdone. So we have Fab B Fab. She makes quick work against this luchador. Vito with a nut breaker, which similar to the Rude Awakening. And we have right after that, she's still warmed up. She's sitting there. She wants a piece of almost called Carmen Electra, but she wants some Electra Lopez. Electra Lopez with Legado del Fantasma. They all come out, and she's warmed up. She's like, I'm just warmed up. Come on, let's go. It's like it pretty much reminds me of who was it when Cardi B and Nicki Minaj had that fight, and you just kept hearing Cardi say, "Come here." And obviously, Electra was not having none. No, she was with it, but Santos was like, nah, we do it on our own time. And now they're calling each other names. This feud is far from done. Any takes from you guys? I'd like to hear your thoughts on this.
Beeman?
Well, I was when they was talking in the little pre-promo how she was trained by an Olympic star and this and the third. I was looking, I was like, who the fuck in Swerve Crew is the goddamn Olympic star? I mean, Olympic medalist or something. So I went to go Google, and it was the little guy. So I was like, oh. But she looked all right in the ring. That's for us to be our first time us seeing her in the ring. She moved pretty good. It wasn't. I would have expected some botches or something, but it wasn't. It was good to see the little pretty young thing. Hold on, disclaimer. These views are my views and my views alone, and it does not reflect or in no way are condoned by the brand Unpopular Review. It was good to see her little pretty ass get in the ring and actually know how to work. Because I was like, ooh, she bad. I was like, well, let me see if she can wrestle for real. So she actually can wrestle. Yes, I said wrestle, not wrestling. I said wrestle. Let's say it again. Wrestle. Anyway.
I know that word, wrestle.
Wrestling.
There you go. It's good. Like I said, it's good to see her and Swerve and them. And here I go once again. So my views and my views alone. But I don't like how they putting the black and brown people against each other. Like we got enough of that shit in the world now. But once again, the man is trying to bring us down. It's like, nah.
Yo, you know that movie Undercover Brother? And there's that Conspiracy Brother? That's Willie right now.
And look though, and then when he found out Undercover Brother slept with the white girl, he said, was it everything I dreamed of?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, but anyway, but like I said, I like that the feud they got with what the fuck is Swerve Crew name?
Hit Row.
Skid Row. Skid Mark. What type of shit is that? But anyway, them and the Lucha Libres, the cartel. I call them the cartel. The little Mexican bandits and them. I call them the cartel. They just give me a drug cartel feel. But I like to keep seeing where this feud gonna go. I want to see either the big dude and the little dude with Swerve in them. I want to see them get the NXT tag belts. I think that'll kind of be dope if we can get a whole faction outside of the Undisputed Era draped in gold. Yeah, like I said, it was good seeing her in the ring. She actually can move. She actually know her way around the ring too. So it was pretty good. Glad to see that.
Anthony, he said the finish to B-Fat match didn't look right. I thought she was going to have a cool looking finisher at the end. Yeah, it was average. I mean, it was like a rude awakening. Steph, I know. Oh, this is towards you actually. He actually. All
right, so Steph, who do you think will take the title from Diaz Purrazzo with the Forbidden Door? Hell of a question to ask on Tuesday night NXT. I must say that, seeing that she's a former NXT superstar. What I would like is to see Diana Purrazzo versus Rio. That's my idea of a really cool. Huh?
I'm sorry, I just wanted to hear that one. The first is who?
Rio.
Oh, okay.
Think about that. That match would be fire. Or all right, man. I'm not gonna go into what I want my Christmas wish list for that title.
We're gonna save that for December. Buddy Murphy will do Impact New Japan, and that's cool. I think it's better than him doing AEW because I don't think AEW should grab everybody who was formerly in WWE. It's
but
fine.
They're gonna do that. But they're gonna do that, bro, because they're trying to beat the E. Come on, like if
they do that, it's gonna backfire because after a while they're gonna be like, oh, this is the home for the guys from WWE who got let go. So I mean, it's nothing wrong with grabbing some talent, but right now I think they got a nice batch of people. Focus on that. Grow that talent, and then maybe the next wave. And I'm saying next wave meaning give yourself a space. Not every time someone got let go and it's like, ooh, I gotta get that. Ooh, I gotta get. It's like me, like once upon a time when I had to get pops, and I felt like I had to get these pops at like those little bobbleheads every week. I mean, these are not toys. Like after a while, you know, it's overkill. So I just don't think they want to do that. And then that's just personally how I feel. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's personally how I feel. We got he asked in Pablo View, I guess it's all of us, where do we see the Iconics ending up?
I do not care. I don't want to see them no fucking where. They are a fucking.
Well, we got Anthony's mentioning B-Fab was a boxing coach, CrossFit competitor. I watched a dog match between her and Kane Carter. She can work. So apparently she can really work. I guess we just saw only very light like very little what she can do. On Pablo View, I agree with Willie. They always put the color forward against each other.
Conspiracy brother of unpopular reviews just made our fans turn up.
Elvis,
what is going on?
Elvis, what the? See, this show's went all over the rails, what
the hell is Elvis asking about?
What is your favorite chip and dip snack on?
The kind that I'm not sharing with you.
Let me answer that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
My favorite chip and dip is me dipping my stick in your girl's dip. How about that, Elvis?
Ooh, such a nasty comment.
We're gonna move on after that nasty comment. We're gonna move right the fuck on. So we're gonna keep on trucking. I mean, there was a segment with the way I kind of want to just talk lightly, real quick about this. Austin Theory is back. I thought this was really funny. Austin Theory, he kind of fits my sense of humor, where he says he's back, and he says, I bought a priest, which is Damian Priest, to which he said, what's the party without a priest? To which Johnny had to remind him that he's a priest, but he's not an actual priest. He can't do nothing. I thought that was real funny. Just wanted to throw it out there. Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory's humor together is incredible. Let's talk about this. I mean, nice hair, Willie. I can see you took off the do-rag. Your hair looks cool. Yeah, there we go. We have Camilo Hayes. Let's talk about Camilo Hayes. The guy who at one point we had the same hair, like, same braids and everything like that. Took mine out. And he kept his going. Good for you, brother. But Camilo Hayes, he comes out with a new guy. I never saw this guy look like someone out of a GTA game with their shirt open and the six-pack. So
CJ from San Andreas.
Is it San Andreas? See,
literally CJ from San Andreas.
I was going to say Saints Row. I
love St. Rose. That's my favorite. But I'll talk to you off here. I love St. Rose. I think it's better than GTA. I said it. Fight me.
Unpopular opinion.
Oh, stop it. There's nothing unpopular about what I say. And if anyone in the chat disagree with me, you look off the floor. So we have Camilo Hayes. But please give us a like, love, and share before you look the floor. But we have Camilo Hayes who comes out. And he's talking about, like, he realized, like, in NXT, the number games, after having his match with Legado del Fantasma last week and realized he was outnumbered, he realized, I got to have backup. So he went to one of his homeboys. I love this. I love storylines like this. Where he said, I went to one of my guys I grew up with. So I like that, like, you just went outside of wrestling. You went to one of your friends, and then somehow got him a job here. And now they're like, yeah, I got your back. So he got this guy. His name is Trick. His boy's name is Trick. I didn't hear the last name, but his boy's
yeah. Because when I'm good, Trick good, and when I roll, Trick roll, and when Trick did, man, Trick these nuts. Sorry.
There we go. Yes, you gotta love this flavor tonight. There's a lot of flavor tonight. That's what I'm talking about, Willie. Boom. So yes, and he said exactly those words, just not in the same tone as Willie, but it was pretty much similar. As Willie ad-libbed perfectly. So he pretty much talked about, if Trick is good, I'm good. He realized that he had this contract and he has he got a big target on himself. Now being that he can go for any championship and people are going to want to go after him. Got his boy Trick. They do this thing and Trick tells him, like, yo, you too humble. You got to stop doing that, bro. Like, yo, you are God's. We said the golden child of NXT and the chosen, which I had a flashback to WCW 1999 with Jeff Jarrett. You know, I thought it was a pretty cool segment, but I want to get to it, and I want to hear you guys, your guys' voice. Camilo Hayes, you know, they have the segment, and then Big Duke Hudson comes out, all 6'5", 6'6" of him, and he tells Camilo, like, you got lucky that time, but you know I can beat you any day of the week. And I guess he gives him a shove or he disrespects him somehow. To which Trick said, no, let's stop. And these two black brothers stomped the hell out of this big white man. And I don't know why, but I laughed. I laughed very hard. I enjoyed this new Camilo Hayes, who's like, I'm just not for this. You ain't gonna disrespect me. You are not gonna step on my white Jordans and get away with this, you dirtbag. And they proceed to beat the hell out of this guy. Gentlemen, what did you think about this segment? What did you guys feel about this?
This was a traditional New York and Washington, D.C. beatdown. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. I feel like they tossed on their best pair of Timbs and stomped this man out for his life, just coming out his face. And that is probably why Badguy laughs so much, because it's just reminiscent. You see, in every Brothers Arsenal here in New York City, there's a pair of Timbs, and high top Timbs, not the low tops.
Butters.
Butters, exactly. And to stomp a brother out with the butters, to stomp someone out is an art form. So this man is an art form. It's an art form. I'm being real here. Am I not, gentlemen? Am I not? We're not having fake talk. We're having true talk. Let's do this. Like, it is an art form. I got one question. What did he do to get them that mad that they stomped him out like that?
I like how you did that Boondocks. That was such a Boondocks.
They was like this.
I know what you mean. What you got?
Y'all ain't see me.
What are you doing?
They was. Hold on, y'all gotta look at me. Hold on. Maybe y'all can see me in the mirror. Can y'all see me in the mirror?
I don't know what.
We needed an example, y'all. So we needed to get somebody to show y'all how getting stomped out in New York and Washington, D.C. actually works. So Willie just stood up on his bed and started stomping out his goddamn mattress.
Yeah,
that mattress.
Was it good, Willie? Was it as good as I hoped it was?
I just hated the vernacular that they was using. Talk about something because I'm about it. Don't nobody say that shit no more.
No one does. No. Some of the vernacular was really offensive. I was like, okay.
It's like the whole "your" thing. Like, I don't know if y'all hear this in the streets. Like, "your," like that doesn't happen anymore. I don't know why we heard it.
But you know what's funny? I didn't mean to cut you off, Stephane, but when we went MSG, I don't know if your area was doing it, but I know where I was at.
No, we heard it.
You heard it.
And it was like that shit don't happen anymore. Like, I was sitting next to, mind you, I was sitting next to a white parent and his two white children who turned to him at the moment this happened and said, "Daddy, what's a yer?" And he was stuck. He had no word for that shit.
That is tremendous. I love that.
He was between a rock and a hard place.
All he had to do was get his phone and put your. But I probably wouldn't have looked so good him trying to.
It wasn't about it. He was surrounded by the brothers. He was surrounded by freaking the Wakandan nation. He didn't know what to do. He was a step, a hop, and a skip away from being called a colonizer.
Hey, look, I was just about to say that colonizer was filling out of place. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. Oh man, you remember when Shuri called this dude in Black Panther a freaking colonizer? That scene was it. Do you, Steph, Willie? Do you agree that Chris Statlander is stronger than Jade Cargill?
I don't know, because
I'd like to see them throw down. I feel like that's a match I could really sink my teeth into. Like, that would be a really great match to see the both of them go head to head. They're two powerhouses.
That's the
Elvis. Elvis, I do love you, man, but you just came with the chips and dip, and I just came with the quickest joke that came to my mind. But
that was the most effective, quickest joke. I mean, this man don't miss.
I was no thing about quick.
Man don't miss.
But as
the Ultimate Fan who's joining us says, go back to his comment.
I got you.
The Ultimate Fan says Carmelo Hayes is a future star in WWE. Of course he is. He came out and he said ruthless aggression, same energy. So of course he's a future star. What the fuck?
So we got Anthony. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish your thought. I apologize.
Anthony says maybe Melo.
I'm sorry.
Maybe Melo team up and go for the tag team titles.
Possibly.
Maybe.
I mean, you could do something.
I think he gonna probably. I think he probably gonna switch the game up and probably don't even go after like a big NXT title. I think he might go after the cruiserweight title.
I want to see that. I feel like that's lackluster. I feel like if you come out on some John Cena energy and you like, yo, ruthless aggression, and you're not out here showing ruthless aggression, why the F did you even say it? Like, go after literally Tommaso Ciampa. Go after, like, I'm just saying, go after Tommaso. Like, you're trying to establish yourself, beat Tommaso Ciampa, who just, like, we're going to talk about him later, but beat him. Beat a guy like Johnny Gargano. Beat a guy like, freaking Pete Dunne. Or even Damian Priest, who was here being rented from Monday Night Raw. Beat somebody of note. Come on, bro. Like, that's some big. John came out and talked. The Kurt Angle said, yo, ruthless aggression, bro. And he was off. Like, you came out, said it in a. Come on, boy. I don't know, Jets. I don't know how y'all feel about that comment. It just doesn't sit well with me if you're going after a lower card title.
I wouldn't.
Especially you're going to have to verse off against Swerve. And that's just black on black crime right there. Like, we can't do that. Come on, let's Swerve keep his title. All right, we got enough minorities feuding in NXT. Let's bring him up to that. I'm telling you, like Willie just said earlier. Am I lying, Willie? Am I lying?
You're not.
All right, then. So don't look at me in the comments like, God damn it, Stephane, you just said that. Yes, enough minorities are fighting on NXT TV. Let him go after the main title.
Before we go into commercial, let's just talk about this real quick. Kacy and Kayden against Gigi and Jacy. Was it? Jacy, I know I pronounced her name all wrong. They have a match. The match didn't really go anywhere. Mandy Rose, who she pretty much debuted a new look. I think the brunette looks really good on her. But the tag match, was you saying good?
She looked good, brother. She looked good.
She looked
yes. She looked very, very good. Very pretty. But
the girl was it Carter? Is the girl named Carter?
Yeah, Kayden Carter and there's Kacy Catanzaro against.
They got their asses beat after this episode. Man, they got their asses beat after this match. We're talking about getting jumped. They got jumped after this match.
They sure did. And then Saray came in to even the odds, which leads into a 6-person tag. And Mandy Rose gets the win. She gets the pin. She wins with like a running knee or something like that, and gets the pin.
More wins than she has on the main roster. Like this.
It looked like you're trying to do something with Mandy. I'm a little intrigued by it. And it's funny, when I see all three of them, it reminds me of when Mandy first came to the main roster. And when Paige and, I can't think of a name.
Team PCB, that was also the name of...
No. When it was Mandy, Paige, and Sonya Deville. I think we're called Absolution or some crap like
Absolution, that.
Yeah. No,
it's a garbage stable. That's why
it really didn't go far. But I'm just saying, because of the three women, that's what I think of. And Mandy's supposed to be like the role model, like the role. She's the leader of this group.
This match aroused my attention. I want to be very honest about how it aroused my attention, and I was very pleased at this match, especially Mandy debuting a new look. I think that blonde hair was getting old, baby girl. Like you did your thing. Definitely switch it up. We need to change up in 2021.
Kayden Carter got them yams. I was looking at her ass and her tattoos. Honestly, I fuck the drop toe hole she did, or the drop kick. I could give two shits about that. I was just watching the ass jiggle every time she did a move.
Tremendous.
Like,
I don't know why Willie, every time he gets on the show with me, I break like so much.
Like she's a fucking baddie. I wish they would have got the win, but more so they trying to showcase Mandy. That brunette on her, goddamn! I mean, that brunette on her with the motherfucking ice blue eyes. Good God Almighty! Like, Mandy is a fucking fox. Like a fucking
everything
fox.
He said and more.
I just, man, I don't know how many levels, man. I think I am actually the UPR champ right now, for real, because when we did AEW, I think me and Mike tied, and we ain't had no fucking tiebreaker.
There's plenty of times I've won and it's been tied and no one broke it, and I just keep counting it as a reign.
Guys like a baby face. Why wouldn't a heel go after the top title? I mean, why wouldn't a heel seek to go after the top title? I mean, I don't understand. If Roman Reigns came back, immediately asserted himself as a heel and went after the top title on SmackDown. Like, what? I agree. Just look at Biggie beating up Bobby Lashley only for occasion and take the title off.
See,
What do you guys think? Against him? Well, it looks like he's going to be going against Santos. But after that, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see what.
We're gonna get somebody else from the breakout tournament. I don't understand why this is so hard of a thing to do. You had a whole breakout tournament with guys that did incredible work. Why don't you just put him in a feud against one of those guys? Build those dudes up a little bit and send Carmelo into the main event picture, have him lose, and then have him stick there for a little while and eventually win the title. It's not hard mechanism. It's not hard to book a wrestling show, people.
And you know what else is not hard? This commercial break. So we're going to do a commercial break, then come right back with more review.
What was your favorite part of the night?
I think the main purpose of this show was to have Lillian Garcia sing.
Oh my God, yes! Oh my God, we forgot to mention that. I don't know if that made it on the air, but I hope it did.
I think
Lillian Garcia.
Oh, that was cool.
Singing the 9/11 tribute, and then Lillian Garcia singing. That shit was awesome.
Because after 9/11, I forget where it was, but WWE had the very first crowd. You know what I mean? And an indoor crowd right after that happened. And Lillian Garcia was the first person to actually sing the national anthem right after 9/11 happened. So for her to do that tonight, it brought tears to me because I remember. Listen, you can compare her with Whitney Houston singing that freaking national anthem. Seriously, it's one of the best I've ever heard.
Damn, those colors really messed up my eyes. But ladies and gentlemen,
the outro was happening. And I thought we was going. I was about to say,
look. Whole time I'm like this. The show over already. Goddamn.
Y'all got us stuck. We was like, hold up, the show is over. Middle of the show, we ain't talking about the main event or nothing. That's it. Good night, guys.
I know we didn't even say good night. It was like goodbye and everything.
I was like, bad guys trying to end the episode early.
When I went to the show on Saturday, which is September 11th, and when they played the national anthem, I took a knee for Kaepernick still, and I'm a veteran, and so people was in the arena was looking at me like I was crazy. I was like, man, fuck y'all. I still I take a knee with Cap. Fuck that national anthem. That shit wasn't written for my kind of people. But anyway, that's another subject. But anyway, September 11th was a big show because 20-year anniversary. WWE was one of the only sporting events that took place like that. I think that happened the day it happened. I think actually when everybody came out
in Texas.
Yeah, and so just I guess that was a historical moment because it was one of the only sporting events that continued to go on that day. So Vince gonna get his fucking money. Vince got Trump to make wrestling a fucking essential job. So during the pandemic. So Vince gonna get his money one way or another. He's a fucking hustler, and he's never mind. I can't say that because we'll get canceled. So I'm just gonna leave.
Let's go get canceled. You'll get canceled. We won't get canceled. The one screen is gonna go black and
But let's talk about the very next thing. We got right after that. We have Ridge Holland against Drake Maverick. It's a quick win for him. I didn't even really pay a lot of attention to it, but he got the win. But I did want to mention earlier in the night, him and Pete Dunne, they attacked Kyle O'Reilly, so it took him out of the match. But he gets another big win here. Well, not even a big one. I mean, he beat Drake Maverick, but he gets the win.
Drake? You talking about Drake? The one
talking about Drake
from the world, but don't the world from his kid? Drake? It's like, nah.
Yeah, no, he got that. Yeah, he beat Drake. Anything before we go and jump into the Diamond Mine? Because the next few things is the Diamond Mine and then the main event. So, any thoughts in here?
Ridge Holland is I guess I should say he's a specimen. Obviously, what Vince McMahon likes. So I see him getting pushed since Vince is now closely working with NXT. Like he probably saw Ridge Holland tonight and was like, draw me money, god damn it. And literally, Riz went out there and beat somebody's behind. So, do I see him getting a push? Yes.
We got a question. We got a question directly for you talking about Ridge Holland as a future star, Willie. What do you think about
actually he got the look.
He do. I agree.
They definitely gonna make him a monster heel. The way the fans react to him and everything. He's actually decent, man. I actually like Ridge Holland. He gives me that Finley type of persona. Hard nose, what they call it, smash in your face, style of wrestling, a brawler,
strong style.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'd like to see what they're gonna do with him, and is he gonna stay up under Pete Dunne, or he's gonna end up going against Dunne just to see if because he might outgrow, being Dunne's lackey. So,
right. You know what's funny? You mentioning who he reminded you of, and I said this before, and you can watch some of the old shows on the archive if you want to see old shows. But he reminded me of a young Brock Lesnar. Like he just something about him that screams, Maybe it's his build a little bit. I think that's something Shay would say. It's like his build. But he reminded me of a young Brock Lesnar. So
I don't know. I feel like it's between him and Parker Bordeaux. Like Parker Bordeaux extremely obviously favors Brock Lesnar and they're building him to be the next Brock Lesnar. But like Ridge Holland does, there's some arguments about the build and the physique that they do favor each other a lot. And obviously anytime Vince sees somebody that looks like somebody that's drove him a lot of money, he's gonna get the machine behind him. Like no doubt about it. Parker Bordeaux coming in and he's gonna make $1 billion, just being somebody that Vince is going to look at like, yo, you can come to the main roster pretty quickly. Ridge Holland, another person that I think is going to be on the main roster pretty soon. Like I'm not saying this year, but probably early next year, probably Rumble, probably more than likely.
I see why you say it because of his look, but I wouldn't rush him. I let him. I would do everything I could to season him a little bit. Like
we would rush him.
Huh?
We wouldn't.
No, absolutely no. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like I was trying to voice it. Like if I was in control, I would sit here and just try to get all the kinks out because I'm pretty sure there's some work that needs to be done, and eventually bring him up. There's no need to rush him up right now. Like you're already having a hard time with the people you got, so now you're gonna bring more problems. No, focus with what you got now, and continue to use this as a growing and to continue to help this guy and grow him. Like you bring him up. Well, what does that do? It's like, oh look, he's so big. Hey, look how good he looks. And then when he gets in,
whoa,
it's like a shiny toy, and then you're gonna get tired of the shiny toy.
He's so what?
Pause.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna fucking keep moving on here, ladies and gentlemen, because this show will drag for the next few months. So let's talk about the Diamond Mines. We got the Creed brothers against a bunch of guys. These Creed brothers really destroyed these dudes. The Creed brothers that it looked like they're having they have thoughts on these gentlemen. Like they want to do something with them. After the match, after they killed these dudes, they introduced a woman. Her name is Ivory. I didn't get the last name. Gentlemen, before you guys tell me pause again, do you guys have any thoughts here on this Diamond Mine moment, segment, whatnot? I'm sorry, I'm just not into Diamond Mine, but any thoughts?
I fucking hated it again. I hated their wrestling gear. I hated everything about it. I hated the fact the little bald-headed cock-out guy got in the ring and got to talking.
You talking about Malcolm Bivens?
Yeah, I hate his goatee. He needed to brush that motherfucker, comb it, do something. And I hate please not to offend any lazy eye people or anything that's on here. If you got a cock-eyed, you got a cock-eyed. If you got a lazy one eye, I hate to offend y'all, but I'm gonna need next time he's on the mic and they close up on him, I'm gonna need for him to have some goddamn glasses because that one eye just was going all over the place. But anyway, I digress. The Diamond Mine.
Let me put that up there real quick.
I just want to advocate for Willie real quick. Please, before you think of canceling Willie, just know he means well.
I want everyone to read the bottom right there so everyone knows.
we took a poll and said cancel Willie, I feel like all the cockeyed and people be like, oh hell yeah, goddamn, I can't find the button.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell them they can't cancel me until they cockeyed their ass and look at me dead in the ass and not be looking for.
Say, I'm gonna get my good eye looking friend to look at him. They don't look at him.
I guess they didn't see that, did they? I guess they didn't see that. Okay. I got.
You know what else thought you see, Willie? Canceled.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yo, I feel like out of every night, Ron is literally the most out there, and tonight we stole that from him, and he's looking at us like we look at him. Like,
I'm just trying to get through the show because I got work in the morning, so I'm just trying to.
Me too. We got too, bro. We all got work, bro. Brothers got jobs out here.
Okay, good. Now, why don't we keep moving? Why don't we keep moving before we're here for another 15 minutes? So let's talk about this fatal four-way and then talk about the wedding. So I was not carrying, but I was talking a lot. What did you guys? I want to start off with you guys. There was a fatal four-way: Pete Dunne, Tommaso Ciampa, LA Knight, and this new guy named Von Wagner. What did you gentlemen think about this?
Who the fuck else was gonna win besides Tommaso Ciampa? Like, if you took Kyle O'Reilly out of that match, O'Reilly was literally the person we were pitching our wagons to. That this is new NXT. We're gonna put the title on Kyle finally, and we're gonna send him to the moon. Once he was out of the match, we're just like, oh, okay. Well, it's gonna be Tommaso. You're not gonna put it on Pete Dunne. LA Knight is a person that I feel like he's like The Rock. He does not need a title. He can get over with his character. He doesn't need a title right now. If he gets a title, it has to be extreme circumstances, like even the $1 million championship. He didn't really need it. That's why he dropped it to Cameron Grimes. So at the end of the day, we're going to have him get the title to be a transitional champion and then drop it to somebody else. Like, if you're going to do Camilo Hayes versus LA Knight, I understand that. That would have been, okay, cool. Drop it to a weak champion. But at the same time, looking at the field out there and this new guy that just stepped up, no. You're going to give it to Tommaso, the best pair of hands you could possibly give that title to, and he will probably have a really good run. It's going to be long? Not exactly. But I think it's going to be a successful run because he's won a Goldie Belts for over 900 days. Okay.
What about you, Willie? What do you got?
Hold on. Can y'all see me? I want y'all to see me when I do this. Because this is what I think about. Goldie's home. Goldie's home.
That's a pillow, Willie. That's a pillow.
I love you,
That's
Goldie.
a pillow.
Goldie's home. Oh my God, I got my baby back. I'm glad Ciampa won. Like Ciampa, like I've been waiting for Ciampa to get that belt back. I don't know how long. Like he was a dirt, like I said, what 400 and what days he held that belt?
Oh, it was I actually wrote that down. Boom. I think it was like 900 something days. I can't even find it.
One of the longest reigning NXT champions of all time.
So
no. It depends on the amount of days that he hasn't held it.
That's 900 days. That's 900 days.
Yeah, it was 908 days. 908 days without the belt. That's what he said.
So for like to see, him start his love affair back, it's putting the belt back in, capable hands. Like everybody knows that when Ciampa, before his neck injury, like Ciampa was dope. Like I know Ciampa because he actually started and not started, but he was big before he got in NXT and Merlin Championship wrestling. Oh. And like he used to do the podcast with Chad Dukes inside the Square Circle, and like I got to meet him and just to see him going from the indie scene to like showing his fucking skills. Like I'm glad he got the belt back. I wonder what that's going to do for him and what's my boy missing too? Timmy Thatcher.
Oh, Timmy Thatcher. Okay.
Yeah, Timmy Thatcher, Sutherland Succotash. Anyway,
hey, now he's a fucking cat. I love it.
That's why you vibe all day. It's a list.
But the rest of the cat is Suffoctash. No,
I'm Timmy Thatcher, and I'll break you. But anyway,
Willie's getting canceled after this episode. We all know Willie.
Oh, Willie.
So,
Willie's getting super canceled. If you guys please don't stop watching us. Willie will not be on any shows moving forward. This is last night. He probably got a text from the executive consultant. So just know.
Yeah. You probably know.
He like I said to you know, Ciampa getting the belt back. I did think they might have did something with Pete Dunne because, like I said, he's the longest reigning. No, he's not. I forgot Walter. Walter beat his
Yeah, he
record.
surpassed that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I thought there would be this new, you know, new wave we getting. So I thought they was gonna put the title on somebody new, but you know, they swerved us. They swerved us. I'm like I said, I'm glad Ciampa got the belt back though. Like he won the Triple H boys anyway. So why not put the belt?
But you know what I also think though? I think they put it on someone because he's established. I mean, like I honestly, there was a small spot where I did think Vaughn was going to win because he was kind of close to a 3 count. Like he was close to getting a false count, 3 count. And I was like, oh, they're going to really do this. But I forgot who he's pinning, but they kicked out. But Tommaso doing it, I mean, put on someone established. You kind of still have like, you know, because he kind of represent the old guard of NXT. And whoever you build up, I mean, whoever it is that they build up for it, it's like that's a big deal beating Tommaso Ciampa because he's someone who has you know, he's on the Mount. I think he's on. Not on everyone's Mount Rushmore. If there's a Mount Rushmore for NXT, there's a lot of people who say Tommaso Ciampa. So surprising. I kind of thought Pete Dunne would take it. I thought they'd kind of go over the hill because I know Samoa Joe, he's going to come back and go for it. But here we are. And with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are enjoying this, please give us a like, love, and share. And before we get into the weddings, I'm not going to post any of the things, but you know, on Monday night we have a review show. Tuesday night we have a review show. On Wednesday, there's quite a few shows. We have entertainment. We have what if with Marvel. We have also the challenge, which is with Mike Knox and the Captain. And then there's also an AEW review with Big Daddy Cool. Apparently, he's going to actually be in the area tomorrow. I think they're going to be in Jersey tomorrow, and he's going to be there. On Thursday, there's an entertainment show. I'm not too sure what the movie is. And on Fridays, my main man down here, Stephane, he's going to be on Friday night. I'm not too sure who's going to be on which year.
It's vacant. It's vacant.
Oh, it's vacant.
The NXT title was this evening before Tommaso took that shit back. It's vacant. So if you guys send an application to the executive consultant, it's www.ican'tfindahostfridaynights.com. So definitely send him your resumes, cover letters, and we'll definitely be willing to interview you guys.
And with that said, let's just hop into this wedding. On Saturdays we do a review on Invincible. Let's get into this wedding. I'm not dressed for this wedding. Why don't you guys kick it off? Why don't you hype it up?
No. You have the honors, brother. You should kick it off. Not he walks away. That's how bad the wedding was.
Well, I'm gonna kick it off by saying the best wedding in WWE, WWF history was the fucking Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. That was the best fucking wedding where you go from saying I do to getting bit by a fucking King Cobra.
So we throwing on blazers now? I could go to the back and get my blazer. You ain't gonna throw on a blazer and put that in the group chat or nothing. Hold on, let me get my blazer. Hold on. Give me a sip.
Ladies and gentlemen, let these guys go get a blazer. That's what I do. I set trends. But let's talk about this wedding. We finally get the wedding of, as I wait for my two co-hosts, we finally get the wedding of Dexter Lumis and Indy Hartwell. It's been a long time coming. See, my on Tuesday co-host, she's very excited. Hey, you guys looking suave. You guys looking kind of clean. That's what I'm talking about.
Like we stepped out of John Wick.
Yeah, you look like someone. Yeah,
we got the voodoo for these bitches.
Willie, I just need to know something. Do you have a shirt on?
Yeah, he doesn't need a shirt. He's Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I saw taco meat. I don't know what was going on there.
He doesn't need a shirt. He's Earth, Wind, and Fire. He's what are the other new edition? Freaking, let's keep going. Keep the ball rolling here.
Temptations.
There we go. I can see the temptation. Yeah. I can see you being
Isley brothers.
The Isleys. Ooh. That's how you know Willie be listening to baby making music.
They got like 16 kids, of course.
But the wedding, it was more funny than anything. From the vows to when her and Dexter together actually go. Like when she said, "Oh, I remember when you snuck in my room and he grabbed the mic."
Yeah, I know you did like that.
Like that shit was damn funny. Like I said, the wedding. I don't think they should have ended the show with that. I really don't think that's what probably, skewed some people's views on it because they ended the show with it when they had that fatal 4-way. But that just goes to show you how over the way is. The fact that they would have that close to show out, that just goes to show how over they are. Like I said, they were like New Day in a sense when New Day first started. Corny as fuck, but then they grew on you, and then you start seeing bits of each one of their characters. Like, and you start seeing that with Austin. What is it, Austin Aries?
Theory.
Oh, Austin Theory.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like Johnny. Even you see the shit with him and his wife. Like that shit. Like the way is it. Like the way is it. I ain't even gonna lie. Like that shit is corny, funny, but it grows on you. Like I said, the wedding. I'm a big Dexter fan. The show Dexter. So like
Dexter's Laboratory. Love that show.
No, I'm talking about Dexter. Dexter Loomis based this character off.
I like Dexter's Laboratory, bro. I'm with
Thank you. I love Dexter's Laboratory. Yeah, no, Willie. Yeah.
Phoebe, get out of here.
Phoebe, get out of here.
You're so stupid, Phoebe.
But that always hilarious. He had like a Russian accent, meanwhile everyone else was American or something like that. Like he had this other accent. I didn't understand where it came from. But Dexter's Laboratory was great.
We can't talk about Dexter's Laboratory without talking about Dexter's mom, like at the yams. I'm sorry. It just like you gotta be honest.
She did, young.
You gotta be real. Like you brought it up, brother. I'm trying to put it correct.
The yams before Mrs. Incredible.
The precursor to Mrs. Incredible.
I gotta ask you guys. So like, yeah, I see this. Like when I was watching cartoons, I was just watching it because I was a kid. You guys are just sitting there saying, "Man, look at Dexter's mom's ass." Like y'all just. I don't know. Maybe that was just not. Maybe that was
we're a different breed, though. We're a different breed. I mean, I wasn't looking for that, but it just was all in my face. It's like when we watch The Incredibles. It's all in your face. You're like, what am I supposed to do?
She was pretty.
Apparently, I've been watching Disney movies wrong too. I mean, I get what you're saying because it wasn't.
Well, if you look at the review for Tarzan tonight, maybe you would see that you watching Disney movies wrong.
That's a great plug right there, which you can catch in the archives. How did you enjoy being on entertainment?
Y'all are incredible. So shout out to y'all ladies. Y'all held it down tonight. Y'all are awesome. So I was the only guy there tonight. So I mean, definitely it was a great experience and talking about Tarzan and seeing Tarzan in a different light. Obviously, I've never heard so many compliments about a naked man with long hair in my life before. But it was an experience, one that I'll never forget. Thank you so much, ladies.
What y'all did, the live action one?
No, they're talking about the animated one, the Disney one.
That's great. Did you?
My man was talking in gorilla.
I don't know. So I mean, I don't know. Did you have any insight on? I mean, any thoughts on the wedding?
I love the way. So I am going to say in light of how great the way is, I feel like it went over as it should have. And I don't want to be too worried. You have the gavel in your hand. I'm not trying to have you beat the gavel on the table. Tell me shut up. Damn it. Dodging that.
I wanted to
He's like he's about to do a Judge Mathis.
Oh no, I don't have that. I don't have that same. I do not have that hair like Judge Mathis. I do not look like Judge Mathis.
$35. Yeah, I know a crackhead when I see one, ma'am.
Right. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the wedding. I mean I don't have no thing to add to it, except that I thought it was funny that Dexter had an axe. But that was the wedding. I mean, it's not going to go down as one of the most historic weddings. I mean, it's hard to compete, like you mentioned, Miss Elizabeth and Randy Savage. I mean, some recent ones like Kane and Edge and Lita and Kane coming out of the ring, or even something that happened like 11 years ago with Kurt Angle, and he had to watch his ex-wife get married to Jeff Jarrett. I mean, there's certain marriages, and I don't know if this one makes top 5, top 10, but it was a wrestling wedding, and surprisingly, they got through it. Dexter spoke. He said, "I do," and hey, he can talk. He's a talker.
Just goes to show, gentlemen that haven't been married and is waiting on your girls to tell you how to get married. You can say the words "I do." It's okay. If Dexter can say it, y'all can say it.
Fuck no. Don't do it. Reconsider. Reconsider. Fuck no.
And just so we can get off the air, Tommaso Ciampa, he sees it. He watches his old homeboy, watches him and his family, they're getting married, and he runs into Braun Breaker, and he shakes hands and say, "Hey, congratulations on winning the championship." To which Braun says, Braun says, "Congratulations on winning the championship." To which he said, "Congratulations on winning your first match here in NXT." They start staring at each other and then breathing very, very heavy, which I agree with this gentleman right here, was very odd, and I agree to that. But that is the show, gentlemen. Before we go home, we did some quick plugs early in the day. Any final words before we call it a night?
NXT was fire. I'm a fan of NXT 2.0. I feel like that goes without saying. Anything that Vince puts his touch on is going to turn to gold eventually, even if it doesn't hit the first time. So I'm definitely a fan, and I definitely am going to tune in next week to see what happens.
Fair enough. What about you, Big Willie? What about Willie?
NXT, the new goddamn colors made beaming steaming because I thought I was about to trip out like I had to hit an acid.
Right, you wanted to steam real quick. Why don't you steam? Tell us before we go home, man.
Let's go.
Oh no, I don't have the plug thing. So
all right, don't worry about it.
Another
thing that made beaming steaming in this week of wrestling. The AEW fans, man, y'all made me steaming this week, man. Y'all been putting on great content and everything, but WWE is not dead. It's not.
Thank you.
Going anywhere. Vince gonna revamp it as much as he can. So, just like when y'all, WCW kicked their ass 84 weeks straight, he ended up buying the company. That's not gonna happen with AEW because they got big money behind them too. But another thing that made beaming steaming this week, Brock Lesnar's fucking ponytail. I fucking hate it. I don't know if he's part of the blade.
Hold on, wait, Willie, hold on. Can I get it? I'm gonna do that time out real quick, all right? I didn't feel like it was right unless if we had that, but carry on. We're doing NXT, but forgive the SmackDown thing in the back, but carry on.
Oh yeah, like I said, Brock Lesnar's fucking ponytail. It made beaming steaming.
You fucked it. What?
I'm gonna tell you what else made beaming steaming. Seeing fucking David's Gap all in all the pictures and shit. David Gap makes beaming very steaming. I need him to go to the goddamn orthodontist, go ahead and get that shit together. Another thing that made beaming steaming this week, and it's the final thing. We didn't see Paul Lee Heyman get F5, man. That's what I was hoping for, man. But other than that, man, overall last 2 weeks of wrestling been great. AEW and WWE, as far as the big returns from Becky to Brock and all those things, man. To CM Punk, like the see fucking grown men crying and shit like that. Like they were seeing Michael Jackson or something. That shit was epic to me. So yeah, that was this week's edition of what made beaming steaming. And yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in.
I don't have anything that's steaming, but what about you, Steph? Do you want to any last words there?
Last words. I agree with everything that Beeman said, except for one thing. Brock Lesnar's ponytail makes him the only dude with a ponytail that can put the fear of God in my heart. That man, if you heard the call that was made on Friday night, if there was an alien attack, this is the human that we would send to fight them.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I see why you said it. I know Matt Packerfee said that, and I spoke with a friend today. Shout out to the big boy. The storm was going on, friend. They said this, right? Like, if there was an alien invasion, I send Brock. Okay, so these aliens who might have advanced technology, who just won't shoot the man and probably smoke the man. Come on, like, what are we getting at? Like, you talked about where's the energy tonight. It was all over the place. But what are we talking about? He's not beating an alien. What are we talking? Did anyone see Mars Attack?
He's Brock Lesnar. That man is not a human. He eats he eats nothing with me. He stays in the middle of the woods by himself. That is not a human
question for you.
guy.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you have
Instagram. I don't even have that. I don't have Instagram. I stay away from social media. I live in the middle of the woods. All I eat is corn and beef hash. I was about to say. I saw Willie's. I was about to get the pause dropped on me. I had to think twice about what I'm gonna say.
There we go. I think that's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Badguy. He's Steaming. He's Stephane, and we say adios, amigos.